All right, so today I'm reviewing the Staedtler pencil. Supposed to be world-class, best pencil that there is, according to my friend Heather. My go-to pencil for about 20 years has been the Dixon Ticonderoga, so this will be my benchmark pencil to test. First initial impressions of the pencil, they're both of about equal length. Let me flip can I flip this thing around?
You're fun.
Both pencils are about the same length here. Same kind of style. I just recorded about how I felt about the pencil sharpener, so that'll be part of the review. Initial thoughts, the Staedtler pencil, the edges and ridges are a lot sharper than they are in the Dixon, which is a little bit more ergonomic feeling for me. All right, so I'm using the Staedtler pencil sharpener, don't know how to pronounce it, but I have to give a first impression that I'm not very happy that it sharpens it at such a high angle. If you look at the graphite, it's kind of chippy looking, and I noticed that for the Staedtler pencils, they're also sharpened the same way. I like the more classic lower angle cut to give you a longer surface in what's shaved on the pencil. Eraser test.
Huh?
I'm just recording this eraser test for my video.
Oh man.
Ticonderoga. This would be going a lot better if I was using both hands, but I'm trying to record. All right, so the eraser test was pretty much draw and moved on, and I went ahead and sketched a couple of 8 balls with both of the pencils, and I'll show that to you. Overall, I have to say that the Staedtler sketched better. It was darker. The feel was more like charcoal than graphite. Ticonderoga felt like, standard number 2 pencil. It's kind of doodling, a little bit more smudgy. Color was a little bit lighter than this one. So, give this one to the Staedtler. Move on to the Scantron bubble test. We'll start with the Staedtler. Feels pretty decent, not too bad. Coloring in these bubbles pretty good. Ticonderoga time. Feels like it's taking a little bit longer to fill the bubbles in with the Ticonderoga. About the same. I think the Staedtler is a little bit easier to color in bubbles. Definitely darker than the Dixon. The Dixon Ticonderoga felt a little bit smoother, but I'd say it's pretty close. I may prefer using the Staedtler though. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do some handwriting. See how that goes. We'll start with the Staedtler. This is really weird trying to hold a camera and write. pretty decent. Pretty smooth writing. Now we're going to go ahead and try the Ticonderoga. Lines on the Ticonderoga are a bit cleaner. I have been equally using the pencils, so the point on the lead should be pretty similar in size. But yeah, I think I had to give that to the Ticonderoga. I like writing with it better. Let's check out the smudging. Ticonderoga smudges less, which is a pretty cool thing for a lefty like myself. Alright, this test is done. Alright, let's go through some final thoughts. So I think that if I were using a pencil on a daily basis, like when I was in grade school, elementary school, I would probably prefer the Staedtler pencil. The writing is smooth. I also appreciate when it's darker. I buy 1mm pens because I like the darker lines and the bigger writing. The erasers performed about the same, so you know, same kind of performance. The Ticonderoga though is definitely really close. Like I said in the first part of the video, I like the feel. It's a little bit of a thicker pencil than the Staedtler, but over time and even in more detailed writing, I did find that the angles were better on the Staedtler for that type of work, but for day in, day out, Ticonderoga would be more comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and probably throw in some testimonials from some folks around the office as well, see what they think. Oh, I also wanted to do a strength test too, see which pencil was stronger, you know, for that pencil fights that you used to do when you're in grade school. So I'll go ahead and throw a stress test in as well. So look for that along with additional testimonials. Dixon Ticonderoga. Not bad. Give it about 9 pounds of force. The Staedtler. Ooh. Oh, that was pretty seriously hardcore. I'd say that was at least 15 pounds of force to break that other pencil. And as you can see, this one like pretty much exploded when it broke. Ticonderoga had a bit of a cleaner break with its 100% American cedar. So man, if you're trying to do pencil battles in elementary school, definitely go with the Staedtler pencil. You're going to dominate the scene. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and talk with expert penciler Jason Webster, who's going to give us a review on the two pencils. Hello, Jason.
Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be here.
So
I love pencils.
tell me about your thoughts and feelings of the Dixon Ticonderoga versus the Raleigh whatever it's called.
I'm gonna go with Staedtler.
Staedtler.
Staedtler it is.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, it was a pretty, at first it seems like there isn't a big difference between the two, but as you use it and as you bond with it, you really see how the Staedtler edges out the Dixon. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Dixon pencil. It's just, it has a higher level of quality when you look at the lines that are drawn from it. I took some care to go through shading and drawing lines, just some handwriting. You know, I really wanted to give it a very thorough review, and the Staedtler definitely wins out. It's a heavier lead, it's a higher quality lead. The ridges around the pencil may be a little bit more noticeable than the Dixon, but not to the point that it's uncomfortable for use. I really think that this one just gives you a whole lot more versatility. If you want heavier lines or lighter lines, you can apply various levels of pressure, and it will respond much better than the Dixon would. So yeah, let's get rid of this one. This is the one it is. Staedtler wins.
Thank you, Jason. All right, for our next interview, we have a novice pencil user, Mr. John Bielk. He's not a fan of pencils, but he's going to give us an honest review on the Ticonderoga. And what's the name of the other one, bro?
It is a Staedtler.
All right.
Staedtler.
So, Mr. Bielk, tell us, how do you feel about these pencils?
I'd probably say the quality of pencils, I like the Staedtler better. Just in regards to writing ability, it seems like the Staedtler is able to withstand excess writing, so that I've got to keep switching sides of writing with the pencil and it getting dull. The Ticonderoga seems to get dull pretty quickly, which I'm not a big fan of.
Okay.
When it comes to the erasability though, I definitely like the Ticonderoga better because there's less work you have to do to erase and it takes out more of the writing compared to the Staedtler, where you have to erase harder and it doesn't get out as much as the Ticonderoga.
Excellent. Any last thoughts?
If I had to pick, I'd probably combine these two together and that would be the perfect pencil.
But if you had to pick one, which one would it be?
I would probably pick the Staedtler.
All right. Thank you for your review.
Thanks.